Good morning. Good morning. Can you all hear me? How y'all doing? I think it's working good on this end. I know it's been a little while since I've went live, but I'm here this morning. Hey, Kimberly Thomas, how you doing, honey? I'm doing really good this morning. I thought I would get on here and talk a little bit. I know you guys see the topic, and this is a new computer, so I wanted to actually make like the regular videos that I normally do. And so I don't know if you guys know about the new updates and everything, but I have to find a new software besides Windows Movie Maker now so I can edit my videos. So I'm in the middle of doing that, but this has just been on my heart and mind. I've been thinking about it for the past couple of days. I mean, I've been following the story about Wendy Williams anyway, and um I've watched Wendy Williams. I was really into her and her shows back in the day when she was cool with the Kardashians and everything. So after I guess she fell out with Kim and Chloe and Courtney, after she fell out with the Kardashian clan, she, from what I could see, she was doing fine just on her own and everything for a while, but there was always rumors of her having issues like with her husband and everything like that. And which I knew something was going on, but I wasn't really trying to tune in too much to her, after all of that stuff happened. And, I just didn't, I lost interest in the talk show and everything. But every now and then, I would tune in, if especially if came across like hot topics or something, and so I would check it out and see what she was saying about people. But anyway, the name of this video is Wendy Williams Cursed, and you guys that already know me, that follow my channel, I have a playlist about curses, signs that you can look for and how to know if you actually are cursed. Some people, they don't believe in curses, and that's fine. And and some people do believe in curses. And there's help for you if you feel that you are cursed or if you're under a curse. There's help for you. And I know that with Wendy Williams, I know that she's the type that would visit a psychic and get a psychic reading. Okay. How you doing? You know what I mean? Like, I know that's the type of person that she's been. But with Wendy, what I didn't really pick up on is the fact that she really didn't talk too much, or I don't feel like she was connected with just like bad things happening to her like that. I know that she had been through some things, and she had admitted also in the past about her drug use, which she was recovering from, cocaine, which she, admitted that on, everybody probably knows her story, that watches and follows her. But for those of you who don't and you're just tuning in, that is something that she's come back from. Okay. And me just connecting with her energy and picking up on her. Hey, Bookie D, how you doing, hon? Um, just from me connecting to her energy and everything and picking up on her spirit, she isn't the type that has any type of, I don't see any generational curses over her, any type of energy like that. And normally people that come to me for help to get that stuff off of them, or to be cleansed, or to get help, or to break that curse that's over them, generational curses usually will be the first thing that stand out. Whatever their parents went through, but this is something different. This is something that Wendy has brought up on herself, okay? And I say that because not only did I not see any generational curses, surrounding her or connecting to her every time I would look her up or listen to her or tune into her, I only saw a lot of hatred towards her. Okay, so basically over the years, even though she's a talk show host and this is what she does, right? She talks about people and gives hot topics and gives the gossip and all that. But she has ticked off some people along the years, okay? And from what I'm picking up is that someone has thrown out that negative energy or that curse against her because of some of the things that she said or some of the things that she's done. Now the Kardashians are known for, putting curses on people and things like that. So, I was just kind of going, back and forth with that for a little bit because that wouldn't surprise me. Okay. And also what I noticed about Wendy Williams is that she's in a place of power. She's always been in a place of power like Oprah, okay? Which means that Wendy Williams, she wanted to do all of these things. She wanted to she's helped people, she's given to so many charities and different things like that. She's in a place of a position of power that's given to her by the universe and by her ancestors. Okay, she's in that place of power where she is, to actually help people, not hurt people and tear them down. So because she's dealing with this and she's done all of this stuff through the years with, gossiping about people, keep things going on, rumors and all that stuff about people, it's kind of, catching up to her where I really do believe that there has been some people that's done work on Wendy. A lot of people don't believe in that type of stuff. I know Wendy, she might believe in it, but I don't see her being connected with stuff like that. Like I said, I believe she's a type that will call a psychic all day, but she is not the type that is connected to her really feeling anyone is putting, curses upon her life. And right now, I hear that she's in rehab. I don't know if you guys have heard that, but I've kind of been going on the and find, updating myself about this story and just following it. And she is actually in a rehab right now for her drug addiction. So basically, she had gotten off of drugs for a long time and now she's back on drugs again. Which, for any of you know, if you've had family members or friends who have been addicted to crack cocaine, it's very hard to get off of crack cocaine. Actually, a lot of people they never get off of crack cocaine. And it ends up taking their lives, and crack cocaine is more addictive regular cocaine. And with Wendy, she was saying even though she had done cocaine, crack cocaine was her drug of choice. That's what she said in an interview. Okay, so I'm not making any of this up. This is what she said in an interview. You can do the research and find it out. And so it would make sense to me that she was freebasing again or using crack cocaine. you know Shift that's really bad, it will drive you back to those old habits if you're not careful and you don't have a sound support system. All of those people that work around Wendy, they really do not care about her well-being. They're there for a check, but don't like her as a person either. And with her husband, Kevin, the one that they said that has been cheating on her and has had a mistress, which I found this out. I got this information from Tasha K's one of her videos. And from what I understand, the mistress, her name was Nikki, and she's been messing with this man since uh, for almost 8 or 9 years or something. So this has been going on for a while. And from what I understand, Wendy Williams, she kind of accepted it. And hello, Wawa, how you doing, hun? And thank you all for stopping by too. So, so basically, to get back, the mistress, Nikki, Wendy Williams' husband, has put his mistress up and bought her a house, bought her rings, jewelry, whatever she wanted. And I found out that he even had uh, appointed like a bodyguard to take care of his mistress. So she would have a bodyguard to go everywhere. And that I also heard that she had been pregnant by Wendy more than once. And of course, she doesn't have any children. So she did open that she had conceived with Wendy Williams' husband, which, I mean, that to deal with that has got to be, gosh, that has got to be overwhelming. And then you know you have the whole world looking at you, and then you're in the spotlight. You have this show, and everybody's talking about you, talking about how you look, and just bagging on her. Wendy Williams, she's an older lady, so of course she's not going to be looking the same way as she did when she was 18, 19, 20 years old. I mean, I know you can get plastic surgery and stuff like that, but a lot of this really did affect Wendy Williams. And I'm looking at this like, wow, this lady is cursed. And she doesn't even really realize it. I mean, there's some things spiritually she needs to do. She needs to connect with someone that's going to help her, cleanse her and help break that curse off of her, because all it's going to do is just it's going to end up taking her out. And there's this spell, it's called running to your death spell. And basically, I'm not saying that this is what's happening to Wendy, but I'm going to give you an example. It's called running to your death spell. And what happens is that the person, they go crazy, they start hallucinating, they get into it with everybody, um uh they go through so much torment and turmoil. And then the next thing you know, the way that the spell works is that after they've went so far, it's like boom, the person's dead. That's it. That's the spell. So it's kind of like a revenge spell, like a payback spell. So that, you know like I said, people say this, Wendy Williams doesn't have much time and all that. We never know when we're going to go. Even us, witches or spiritual people, you know, even the preachers in the church, really know when we're going to go until spirit tells us we're going to go, or, it just happens. It's just that time for you to go. So I just hope that the people that can get around Wendy Williams to help her break that curse off of her, because she is supposed to be walking, even though she has money, she's supposed to be walking in abundance like Oprah Winfrey, like, just enjoying life, enjoying her health, enjoying. But like I said, that guy, Kevin, and his mistress, and then the people that she's pissed off over the years, and, all of that, it's negative energy. It's a curse. And some people may not believe me, some people may believe me. It's all up to you what you believe, you know? And so I'm just gonna go to the chat right quick. Hey, Christina, the West Coast Witch. You guys check out her channel too. She's got a good channel. I love what you're doing, sis. And yeah, so yeah, she does have a lot going on. She does have a lot going on. And Wendy needs to put herself first. Like I said, not only does she need to go to someone to get the curse removed and stuff, she is going to have to make some major changes in her life and get away from that guy. She is going to have to, and I know they say she's never going to leave him, and he is just, the best thing since sliced bread to her. I've heard some really wretched stuff, but I'm not gonna say it because I know how YouTube is, so I'm gonna go by the guidelines and keep it clean. But I'm pretty sure you guys have heard some of the stuff. And so she needs to get around a good support system where even if she's paying people to help her, the people are there to just look out for her and do their job. They don't have to love her like that. You can learn to love the people that you work with, okay? But she really needs to get away from Kevin and that whole mistress thing because he's not going to change. He's not going to change. And I know that they have a son and he watches social media. I've heard of all of that, and from what I understand, they try to keep him sheltered and away from that. But you shouldn't do that, especially when they're older, like 16. I think they said he was 16 or 17 years old. Kids are gonna know. Kids are gonna know. And don't shield them from everything. Let them see what's going on so they can know how to deal with it. And I know my grandmother was that way. I love her, rest her memory and everything, but she wanted to keep me so shielded away from certain things. She was so cautious and, baby, don't do this and don't do that, and we don't want you to hear about what we're talking about this. But yeah, I mean, they need to hear it. They need to hear it so they'll know how to deal with it in their lives and it doesn't take over them and overwhelm them. They need to be prepared early these days. The children out here, listen, there's so many people out here doing work. Okay, there's so many people out here doing work on people. Listen, I can feel it when people trying to do stuff on me, okay? You have to stay protected. You have to stay ready out here. And Wendy Williams is not protected. She's not spiritually protected. That's the thing. Wendy Williams should be living her life right now, just like Oprah Winfrey, okay? And I wish that Wendy Williams would hear this. Even if she doesn't, I wish somebody would tell her in your best blessed life right now, you being the age that you are. I mean, we're all getting older. I consider myself an older Betty too. I mean, we're all getting older. And the last thing you need is that. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be all right. Once you get away from a person like that, it's gonna hurt for a little while, and you're gonna always think about that person. And sometimes even like a year or two later may go by, and you still care about that person, love that person, but that person is no good for you, you know. And with some people, you could do all the spells in the world, but it's not gonna make them change. It might make them change for a little while. You might see a little result, but some people you have to get away from because they are there to take from you. They may not even realize what they're really doing, and then some people do, but they don't care because they know what they're there for. You're the person that's the delusional one that thinks that this person loves you and cares more about you than they really are showing you. And hey, I'm not perfect. I've been through my stuff too. But if anyone can hear me and listen to me, and I know a lot of y'all are probably dealing with that right now, you don't have to do that. You don't have to be in this situation. You just don't. You don't have to. And for us ladies too, ladies, there's so many fish in the sea. I swear we give our hearts out too much. We really do. I mean, we need to just call it for what we see it. If you meet a guy and you decide you do something with it and with him, do something with it, right? If you decide that you want to do something with him and he don't call or whatever after that, then you know what? Just it is what it is. Don't call him. Do not chase after a man because that's a turn off to a man. There's so many women they'll keep calling, calling, calling. That's a turn off. And he's not gonna go to you because he figures, oh well, I got her where I want her. I know I can just go right back over there because she called me so much. I know she loved me, but I'm gonna work over here on Betty because Betty Petty ignores me and she don't care nothing about me. Act like, but I'm gonna. They're not even thinking about you. Okay, that's what I'm saying. And let me read a little bit what's going on here. I'm gonna get back to the topic. There I go straying again. And let's see. Bookie D says, I believe it. She put so many on blast. Yeah, with the curse. Yeah, yeah, yeah. With the, yeah. And like I said, what she has is what I call an earned curse. It's not a generational curse, because, she's in this life to be blessed, to help others as well. But yeah, because of her, you know, not doing what she was called here to do and talking about so many people, yeah, yeah, it's something someone put on her. And let's see, Epicalyptic Spiritualist says, great topic, truth to this matter as well. Great insight. Thank you. And hey, Keeks Brown is in the chat. Hello. And Christina, the West Coast Witch says, my ex was a curse. Soon as we broke up, everything. Well, yep, everything happened for the better. Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I know that had happened to me one time too. As soon as I left my ex alone, I'm telling you, everything started getting better. Money started coming in. My health started getting better because I was so stressed out about him. Even like some of my hair was falling out. It was crazy. I always told myself, I said, I am not gonna let myself ever get so in love where I'm losing my mind. And so I knew I dig deep within. I knew I had to get away from him or I was gonna die. I mean, getting up uh all times of the night, I could tell y'all some stories, but that's not what this topic is about. But yeah, some people you have to get away from because they're just there to feed off your energy and use you. And when you're under a curse, you attract these type of people to you. It's like you attract these type of no good people to you, and then the good stuff. And it's like all of the good stuff that you blessings that you end up losing it because that's exactly what this guy, Wendy Williams' husband, was doing was or still is from what I understand because he's still with his mistress, which her name is Nikki, come to find out. And he's been spending all, so much money on this woman, and they say, spending Wendy Williams money, really, because from what I understand, Wendy Williams and her husband Kevin, they work together, for the show and everything during the week. And then I guess they're off on the weekends or whatever. And some people say, well, how does he find the time to have a mistress? Let me tell you something. These men can be so crafty. From what I understand as well, is that they will go out and have vacations. He would take Wendy out on vacation and he would tell the mistress to pack her stuff too. And he'd have Wendy Williams in one hotel and have the mistress down the street in another hotel. Whenever he told Wendy, I got to step out and have a meeting or whatever, he's gone for an hour or two. He's down there kicking it with Nikki down the street. And, Nikki knew about it. And what is really funny is that Wendy Williams knew about some of the things, but when all of this stuff started coming out like a few months ago, uh, Wendy Williams didn't know that all that was going on. So can you imagine you finding out that your husband has knocked up another woman more than once and she done had abortions and all this stuff? Oh my gosh. No wonder why Wendy Williams got back on drugs. You know what I'm saying? That right there, I mean, You just got to put yourself first. You got to love yourself, more than people. You just got to put yourself first if you want to survive, especially meeting new people. Now, I'm not talking about like children and stuff like that, but I'm talking about, relationships and stuff. You just have to, because people can change. You never, that's why I say don't have any expectations when you meet people, because you'll end up getting your feelings hurt and everything real quick. And so Crystal Berry says negative energy returns back to sender. That's true. That's true. Yep. And Christina said, "Yes, I love the." Yes, I hear you. I hear you. Shoot, I love my ex too. I remember one time I was chasing behind him in my car. We're like, what was I gonna do? Trying to get him to come home. I'm chasing behind him in my car like a crazy woman. Yeah, something I won't ever do again. Thank you. So I learned a lesson from that. This sister here is not gonna be in, okay, in my car again, ever. If I got to do all that, you gone. I'm just completely turned off. I'm a Libra, and that's it. That's it. Yes. And Keeks Brown says, "Excuse me, miss, I would like to talk to you." Okay. Well, if you guys want to, if any of you want to contact me, um, you can contact me at highpriestesskathy@yahoo.com or highpriestesskathy@gmail.com. And at the time, when I was that young and everything like that, who that I was in a bad condition, caring about somebody like that who didn't care about me like that, but I just didn't know how to get out of it. So I feel for Wendy. You have to go through, things like this, so that you can learn the lesson. So I hope that she does learn, not to let anybody do her like that again in life. Nobody's worth it. Wendy doesn't even realize how powerful she really is. She can have her two young men if she want to, but you know how we women are. Once we love, we love. Our hearts is all in it. And that's why I'm saying you got to be really selective. And if that man doesn't adore you, if he can't buy you dinner, you watch how he treats you in the beginning. If he can't do normal stuff and show you how much he care about you, he can't even return your calls and stuff, then don't worry about him. He's not the one. He is not the one. Yeah. Now I'm not talking about for y'all that's already married and in a relationship and stuff like that. That's something totally different. Because couples get into, fights and times where, we just don't connect for a little while and then we'll, get back together or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But like if you're just really first dating and everything too, then, don't put your heart into it too much, until they show you that until they show you that they're worthy of you, and then a lot of younger women, you know, um, and I can honestly blame some of my own generation as well. And a lot of younger women don't know what an asset or a value that they are to this world because they haven't been shown it, and they so they deal with this stuff. They think that if they hang in there with this man that's hitting them and publicly shaming them, right, Crystal Berry, like, making them a joke around their friends and stuff. Some women think if they push through that, that's gonna be good for them. And it's not. You don't want to end up in a situation where you're going to lose your mind and lose your blessings and stuff like that and end up going Rehab. And there's nothing wrong with rehab. Miss it. If you don't have to go there, don't go. But I I just, I'm concerned about Wendy Williams, spiritually as well. I did look on TV at her show one day, and I think they had what's her name? The shepherd lady, you guys in the chat. I know she's played on a lot of different shows like Jamie Foxx, and I can't remember her first name. She's kind of short, heavy chested. And her last name is Shepherd. She's been on The View as well, The Talk as well. Gosh. Well, anyway, she was filling in for Wendy Williams, and you know, I know that I feel she's all ready for it. She's just gonna be in there, and if Wendy Williams decides she doesn't want to come back, then this shepherd lady, she's all ready for it. She's been around for a while. She's got her stuff in order, and she's ready for the blessing. You know, so he doesn't get it together and come back, and while she's still a hot topic herself, there's other people ready to come in and take that shine, take that light, take the throne. Wendy need to just go ahead and get her own throne now, because that guy, her husband, I mean, yeah, yeah. But like, I really do feel that it's some work that has been done on Wendy Williams, and she definitely is cursed. I know a lot of people, like I said, they may not believe in it or whatever, but just sometimes because you don't believe in stuff doesn't mean that it's not true. It depends on your beliefs as well. So I know what I see. I know the energy. I know what I connect to. And yeah, hon, that's not where she's supposed to be at all. That's not, like I keep repeating it, but like I said, she's supposed to be up there living her best life, like with Oprah Winfrey right now, living the good years. She should not be going through this um stuff right now in her lifetime, and like I said, with a husband like that, I mean, that just amplifies the curse. That just amplifies everything. All of that stuff she has to deal with in her personal life. Then she has to deal with all those fake people around her on the show. And she knows some of them don't like her and all that stuff because she's treated them so bad. That, like I said, this was an earned curse. Now, I have a video as well about the different types of curses. Like I said, there's generational curse, there's the earned curse, and there's also the type of curses that you could just speak into. There's type of curses that you actually do work for. There's just different types. So I'll put that video in the description box later on if you guys want to check that out. And if anytime, when something's not right and things are not going right and something is off, and people keep telling you, oh, no, it's all in your mind. Well, if it's all in your mind, then it's something that needs to be done. If you've tried to just forget about it, put it away, but you're still having the same issue, something needs to be done. It's either the block needs to be lifted or the curse needs to be lifted. Something needs to be done, because if you're dealing with the same stuff over and over again, there's got to be something different that you do. That's got to be. And I want to say hello to Jared. Thank you. Yeah, Sherry Shepherd. Thank you for telling me. Yes. And Christina said, I'll give her my husband for a couple of months. I only kidding. Oh, Christina, I don't, girl, I know, I see how you love your husband. That's not going to work. I know you just kidding. Shoot. They better leave your husband alone if they know what's good for him. Shoot. So don't let the sweet face fool you. Shoot. Yeah, so this is my take on it, and I have some things that I'm gonna get ready to do. Just want to say anything in the chat before I go? Hey, badass conjure. Hey, hey, girl. How you doing? Shoot, you always coming in on the last end. I'm like, I wonder if you be there or you just get tune in and see everything. But I saw one of your videos. I think it might have been a couple of weeks ago. I was cracking up. Yes, and I like where you're going with your videos too. A lot of people want to know about, different like the narcissist, tendencies and different stuff like that. Because yeah, I know we've all dealt with that. Yes. Yes. So what we were talking about, is that I feel that Wendy Williams is cursed. I don't feel like it's anything generational, but I feel like it's something that she earned, which, she's had a lot of bad relationships with people, and she said a lot of things about people that people didn't like. And like I said, a lot of people are doing more work now these days than ever. And like I said before, she was friends with the Kardashian clan, and then all of a sudden, that kind of fell off. And so, like I said, you need to stay protected. Stay protected. However you stay protected, meditation, you're using spell work, you're using um prayers, whatever it is, you need to stay protected because these days, people will try to throw something at you for the littlest thing. Okay, and I know because I've been in the boat myself. Okay, so I'm just saying, make sure you're protected and everything out here. And I really do wish and hope that Wendy Williams have someone around her that really cares about her as far as just making sure that her well-being is okay. Like I said, you might even have to hire somebody to help you with that, and they may be there for a job, but at least they're doing what they're supposed to do with their job, because these people that she's around now do not care. They're just there, for the paycheck, and their job is not to actually care about her well-being. Their job is to just do the show, do the editing, do the film, all of that. That's what they do. That's what they're supposed to do. And like on the video, that one video with Tasha K made, she said that one of the women that work for Wendy Williams that work on the show, that she said that she knew about Kevin and his mistress Nikki all those years. She knew about it, but she never said anything because that was her job. So, and then from what I understand, she was supposed to have been pretty close to Wendy Williams. So, that goes to show you, you know, um, sometimes you got to do and make drastic changes in your life. And she had that curse broken off her. She needs some serious spiritual work. And I hope that she gets it and she can live her best life like Oprah Winfrey is living. And you guys, I am going to go ahead and wrap this up. I want to thank you all for tuning in. You guys have any more questions before I go? I think I've been on here for a little while. I'll probably come on again. Um, let's read the comments. Let's see. Uh, yeah, has crossed a lot of people who practice high magic. Yeah, that's right. That's right. She sure has. And it started with the Kardashian clan. Yes. Yes. Oh, you guys are very welcome. I thank you guys for stopping in and everything. If there's a topic you guys want me to talk about, feel free to, put it in the comments section. I'll go back to it and check it out. But I definitely wanted to make this video because, like I said, it's been on my heart for the past couple of days, and I wanted to go ahead and get it out. So I thank you guys for tuning in, and you guys have a wonderful morning. All right, bye bye.